a score of 1, the character is sent, or no, sorry, not
Does it say endurance?
roll that body's character body dice.
Okay.
I was reading this paragraph before it. When a reeling character's turn comes up in the sequence and they cannot breathe, which I think is right
2.
now since you're reeling, and since you didn't roll 1, you're not unconscious.
All right, but definitely not my best trait here, by the way. But it is my turn then, at least. So I'm going to.
Right? Does that follow? Does that make, or am I reading this wrong?
No, you got it right.
Okay.
Because he's reeling. I didn't know he was reeling already. But yeah. On one,
or does that not count yet, since he gained the reeling condition as part of the attack that broke?
No, it just says it's like order of operations, right? Is he reeling? Yes.
Okay.
Move to step 2.
I've made it for now. I probably don't have very much air. I'm going to go ahead and do a run. I can kind of bump straight into this wall, and I can fly when I run. So
and you can change direction when you run too.
Yep, so I can end up 13 and then end up 14 over here. And I'm looking back into fear and going, it's like, I can't stay. I'm out of air.
Did you read the next to last paragraph, Eli?
But this would put me out of line of sight, wouldn't it?
Which part?
I'm not afraid.
A character exposed to hard vacuum of space suffers penetrating damage, flat 0, smother at the end of every round.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so instead I just take damage now, I believe.
Well, penetrating damage, flat 0.
You have 40 rounds to get back into an air, or you just die. Also, you can die from holding your breath for too long, I guess.
Okay, so I guess I should roll soak right now?
Yeah, your invulnerability turns into, your invulnerability turns into a soak die from the penetrating.
How big?
I think it's whatever it is, isn't it? I think it's a D8.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll a D8. That's going to be for the cover buff. The suit is broken, though, so...
Right.
1.
And you take flat 0 smother, so you're taking 1 plus whatever your condition is right now.
Which is hurt and injured at the moment.
So 3, so you're just reeling, and now you're afraid. Nothing else
again.
Changes. Yep.
Yeah, I'm afraid of suffocating. But I'm not on the side of anyone either, so...
Well, the problem here is, again, that you're gonna start your next round, and you have to roll your body die again, and hope to not go unconscious.
Right. But that was a general broadcast I just said there, so, you may have picked up on that.
I don't have a radio! This is why it's horrible!
You're a robot, you are a radio!
No, I don't have an electric... I'm not a robot! I have a cybernetic body. I don't have a cybernetic brain. The cybernetic brain is what has the radio, and I don't have
we installed a satellite radio in your cup holder, too.
No. Also, my outfit doesn't have, what's it called? I'm about to say scout, but that's not the right word. Survey. My outfit doesn't have survey because it's a psyche outfit. So, the fact that this has been now revealed that we're in the vacuum all of a sudden is like, well, I guess I wasn't talking to anybody.
I'm going to say that the airlock door you went through was at the very beginning of just this kind of ramp structure.
Makes sense. So the second ramp?
Yeah, so the second ramp.
Okay. So, yep, I'm running and I'm done.
Yeah, so that second ramp is the airlock structure that they had.
What second ramp? Can you ping it? Okay. So now we know how far you gotta get to without rolling a 1. Basically, if you can get not a 1 on your next body roll. Because then it's otherwise up to Nefira to save you.
Oh boy.
So, it is their turn. The Rax that is on the ship is still proceeding with their original plan, and he's going to use a control action to shut the door of their ship. this other Rax here looks at the ship, gives them a kind of like a salute with its man opener, and turns towards you, Neferu. You are no longer entangled, though, so we can take away that entangled marker.
Oh, yes.
And let's see. It wants to attack you. And so, I don't know if, let's see, it's got a speed dice of D8, so it can move 4 and then 5 total with a stride.
And
Okay.
if its body is greater or equal to its speed, it adds +1 to its dash automatically. So it can make it.
Well, I think it's probably the same.
Yeah, they are the same.
Yeah, less than or equal to is what Raph has told me.
Oh, I didn't know it was equal to. I thought it had to be.
So it gets 5 from the dash and then an additional 2 from the stride,
Well, if
or
that's the
initial 1
case,
from
then
the
yeah,
stride.
I'd get there.
Well, Raph calculated a dash in front of me, and when speed was equal to body, he still added the +1 to it. So I assume that's how it works.
I don't know. We've had these talks hundreds of times over 8 to 9 years now, and I swear, I've seen both sides. So
In one ear, out the other. It's okay.
well, I don't even mean like that. I just mean that I've seen him do one calculation and then 2 years later do a different calculation.
I'm just double checking. I'm seeing if I can find it additionally. Fortunately, so many people use dash. Who would guess?
Well, if you're looking for what the actual thing is, just look near the beginning of the book. Character creation will often tell you as one of the last steps. One of the last steps of character creation is always do the math, figure out what your other abilities are.
Just half your speed die. If you're looking for that.
Where was what page is that? Is there that modifier from the body?
Yeah, and then you would add +1 if your body's higher.
This is
Does it say higher or does it say equal?
The book says higher, but I've
There we
seen
go.
Rafferty work it.
Well, he wrote the rules, and the rules say higher. Also, I do appreciate, Arcloyd, that you're the only one arguing for this thing to hit you.
Well,
it has to get in range, and you're the only one arguing, no, it can get close enough to hit me.
I'm trying to be nice, but if I've also got an ability that I can counter, so it's all good.
Well, I mean, it can also just scramble and roll its speed die and just its body and speed, move the higher of the two, plus stride. So it could still just get there.
Yeah, so with this would be as close as it got within 5, and it has to be, in order to attack, it just has to be 1 meter away from you, correct?
Yes.
So it should just be able to move 5 and then be within 1 meter because you're within 6 meters.
All right.
Is that not correct?
That's correct.
Oh, you're so big that you're from the center. You have a 1.5 meter radius.
So it's just going to move up to there, and it will attempt to attack you with the man opener as well.
All right, let's counter.
All right, good call. It's got the concealable weapon, and so it will swing with that as well. Well, I mean, it's got the stealthy attack bonus.
And this is my favor use, so I'm going to roll that D8.
I've got my highest of 5, so you've got a...
It's your favorite use of what, by the way? The bayonet?
Fighting.
Yeah.
No, I meant, of course, the fighting skill. I just want to know what the wording is on the... My favorite fighting weapon is bayonet.
That's just it. Bayonet.
Do you want to roll personality on that? Because that's 4 hits coming.
Yeah,
4 with a critical. I can't wait for. I wait here for 2 days. Man, you guys have been gone a long time.
He's just out there banging on the door. So describe how your patience helps you in this situation, Arcloyd. How does your patience give you advantage here to beat this Rax?
With as much danger as she's in with that buzzing, well, she can't hear it, but that rotating saw blade coming near. She has to keep her head about her and see exactly the arc it's taking so she can make the quickest movement possible to clear its path from her body.
There you go. Perfect. And that would be the two of them. So it is now your hero's turn.
All right.
Right,
Well
you go
then,
first.
reload and doing another control action to rally Mithelman.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because the radio's broken, isn't it?
Well, I don't think no,
Oh,
because
right.
Hazmat Suit never has a survey bonus either.
Right, I just own a survey kit.
Right. Also, vacuum.
Right. So may as well reload and fire.
All right. It will counterattack.
But yeah, apparently even the survey kit wouldn't help you because it says it has to be in innate radio, like cybernetic brain or Elver electric.
Mm.
I believe the stealthy attack doesn't apply here.
Counterattacks? No, I think it has to be an attack.
Yeah.
All right. It's high as a 6, so you have hit.
All right. So that's 2 from slaying plus 1, so that's 3 damage.
All right.
Are they hurt?
Yeah.
That
so
one
it's 4 damage.
that's
Yeah.
4 points of damage. And that's 2 soak. And that puts it at it's still hurt, and so now it is just reeling and panicked.
Yep. You got yourself a body roll to make. Griffin.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Griffin.
Unconscious.
Hey, there it is.
Ah.
I'm going to go ahead and choose to roll personality on this so that I don't immediately bite the dust.
No, you
I
don't.
need to liberate myself some oxygen here.
Just want to throw out there, you don't immediately die if you go unconscious.
Yeah, you'd have 39 more rounds.
Right,
38.
but right
Yeah,
now my
38.
ability to help is helping myself. So, yay! I saved myself with that. I will no longer be reeling, and then I will become reeling again as I run into the airlock, which will also send me reeling.
Yep. And this door would be open from the last time, from when you left.
Mm-hmm.
Now make that soak roll.
Yup, here we go. So this is a lot of damage incoming, I believe.
4? 4 damage?
Well, okay, so it's 4 and then plus additional 2 because of my current condition. So
No,
we're at 6 to start with, right?
I'm saying that, or I'm including.
Okay,
you're only
so-
taking flat 0 smother, so it's 2 damage plus 2 from your condition, 4 damage.
Okay, so 4. So let's go ahead and start with the roll.
You just did a shitty soak last time, which is why
Oh,
it
right.
got worse.
Goes from 4 to 3, so same as last time. Rolling 2 dice. Get 1, so it goes down to 2.
Why does it go down to by 1?
Invulnerability because cover buff.
Penetrating. That's why you're rolling one
Oh,
as an
right.
armor die.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll that as a d8. Okay, so it goes from 4 to 3 then.
So
And I've already taken a 3-point hit, so there's no change.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
until you
reeling again.
fail all those armor rolls.
Well,
you're,
the only roll that's going to matter now is your
Is
next
one
body
single
die.
d4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If your next body die rolls up 1, you're gonna. There's a possibility you die in the airlock. Good times.
All right, that's my turn. So I guess Rise of Bad Guys again, right?
So rise of the bad guys. Neferu, you can probably see that this ship in the background there is starting to power on. You can see some of the engines are starting to flare with more energy as it looks like they're getting ready to take off. This fella in front of you is going to get rid of reeling and is going to run and it can change direction, so it's going to run back and take cover back here to remove. It's going to regain reeling, but it'll run to take cover behind this this old ruin, and surprisingly close to the ship that's about to take off.
All right then. Wow. Well, in that case, when it comes our turn, we're gonna just reload and finally refresh sniper shot. Yeah, I think I had to use it. So yeah.
Yeah, you used it in the beginning, I believe.
All right, so I'm ready to go.
And then it just
All
comes
right.
back down to me, right?
Comes down to you. So let's see that D4 roll.
25%
Let's see it.
chance.
Not dead. I
You're not
recover from
dead.
reeling, and then I will hit the airlock button on this side of the door. Air.
Self-destruct active. No, it it closes and air starts pouring out. It's pretty nice.
That's my turn. Easy done.
That is your turn. On their turn, this ship is going to begin taking off, and as you see it take off from the other side of the ship, Nefero, you can see a large flare of light as the engines fire. That seems to grow even larger and lick over the other side of this as the ship's starting to take off, and you don't see any action from the other racks that retreated to the other side.
Put yourself right in the line of fire, as it were. Well then.
It would be your turn next.
Okay, guarding and a control action to do a negotiate stunt over the radio to try to get her to surrender.
Okay.
I believe that's will in negotiation.
Is it opposed by anything?
I know it is. I just don't remember what it is opposed by.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I don't remember what the negotiation stunt is opposed by.
Didn't reasoning?
Yes.
So it's like mind and reasoning, or I'm not seeing reasoning as a.
Well, no,
is
it'd
that
be
a gift?
negotiation. We had it backwards. You said a reasoning stunt or something like that. It's like mind and negotiation is for a reason stunt.
All right. So I guess it would just be opposed by its mind dice. Is that what we're saying?
Does it not have negotiation?
It does not have negotiation.
Yeah, then yeah.
All right.
And if this works, we tied. How would you?
Wait,
the
you were
tie?
reasoning with it, or it's reasoning with you?
I'm reasoning with it.
Oh yeah, then it has mind and will in negotiation.
Do I also get
No,
will or
you
no?
just get mind in negotiation. It gets mind, will in negotiation.
Okay.
It's still a tie is a tie.
So it takes a focus turn, and it may listen to what I say.
Okay.
So I'll leave that up to you because it might just want to leave with its buddy or her buddy.
I mean, it's you call out to it over the radio to surrender, and you hear the line stays open, but there's nothing coming from the other side. And you watch as it takes a focus turn, you see the other shuttle is starting to take off and starting to actually leave. So it is it's fully it's off the ground and moving out into space.
Oh, and I would be rolling as well now. That's why
Okay.
I guarded. And I think because I gave it the negotiation stunt, I don't know if it loses reeling and then doesn't go focus, or if it goes focus even though it had reeling to begin with. This is one of those weird.
Well, if it can't receive reeling, then it can't. I mean, if it can't go focus, then it can't go focus.
Okay, so it goes back to reeling.
Well, I assume the conditions will negate one another.
Oh, okay then.
All right. So it gained the focus, but that just negated the reeling. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because your first action is setting it automatically to go out of reeling if you're reeling. So if it has a focus turn, then it has an action in reserve, which is then spent to go out of reeling. Okay.
Okay. All right. It's your turn again. There's been no reaction over the radio, and that shuttle is leaving.
All right, then recover from reeling. Let me turn reeling guard off. And let's go pick up Ronnie the Blue.
All right. He gasps, and as you pick him up, he's not looking good. He's not looking good at all.
Wait, was
All right,
he
I
in a
think that-
spacesuit?
Yeah.
So many questions now that I know we're in hard vacuum.
All right, so
He's got a
guess that's my
loudspeaker.
turn done.
We still wouldn't be able to hear a loudspeaker.
All right. There's no reaction on its turn. What would you like to do?
Well, then we're going to take Ronnie into the ship here for safety.
Okay.
So let's see what my run distance is.
You don't have to worry about that. You can just carry Ronnie the Blue back into the ship. And you can carry his limp body. You move into the airlock here, and you see you open the airlock, and you immediately see Mitherland gasp for air. No, shut it.
Yeah, I imagine like as
Yeah.
Nephir is moving out, I'm moving up, and then we do the
Mhm.
whole airlock shuffle.
Yeah, you do a little bit of an airlock shuffle, and you can find yourself back inside the station proper, able to breathe, and with a severely hurt Ronnie the Blue.
Go ahead and put him down in the chair for the moment.
I'm not going to kill him.
No, I mean so that we can stop and talk to him for a second.
That was a weird thing to say.
Well,
I'm not going
we
to kill
told
him.
Put him down.
Who-
Put him in the chair, then put him down. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
Why
put
did
him
you
in the
even
chair.
bring up killing him?
Well, because Griffin said put him down.
All right.
Well, I'm just surprised
so-
that Mithelman's talking so well right now.
Hey, I've caught my breath.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
like
just
you
bleeding
were.
a bit.
It's not like you were suffering some sort of weird decompression effect, or your eyes are glazed over, or any of the other weird shit that happens to you when exposed
We're
to
an
space.
action movie. It doesn't matter. It's fine now.
Oh,
it's
so you're
fine.
saying you got the Arnold Schwarzenegger effect where your fucking face is blowing out?
Yeah, like you're a squeaky toy, you know. All right, but we set him down for a bit, and he's at least conscious. So
Yes, he looks like someone that had the dying state and has recovered from it.
yeah, so he's at the very least injured and sick, which isn't a great combo.
Yes.
Ronnie, what happened? Who were those people?
The racks, they came from nowhere. I was just going through my day, and suddenly I heard the screams, and they were on us from every direction. I don't know how they got in, but I think they're after Lazaro.
Where is Lazaro?
I don't know. They had him last time I saw. I mean, unless you found him somewhere in the ship, I don't know where he is. I think they got him.
Yeah, they probably just left with him. I'll let them go.
We could try to get back up to the ship and follow them down, but you're in no condition for that.
I. He kind of looks at each one of you. I guess I can tell you this. You know why we wanted Lazaro, right?
I
He
can take
was
a wild guess.
your son?
He is your son, Jaimin.
And I'm the father.
That's
Wait,
not
that doesn't make...
true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know this to be true.
I take it they're probably after this lost planet of his.
Or the weapon itself.
True.
I don't know how you figured that out, but I guess you're resourceful enough to save me, so yes, they're after the items that Lazaro hid. I believe they were weapons. That's why I had you spring them. I knew I should have never trusted that Rax to infiltrate the prison.
Guess they're all just working for the Syndicate.
Weekend.
Or the Malmig cluster.
Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to refer to. I don't know if we can... I don't know if Lazaro is going to be able to hold the information out from them, but maybe we can beat them to it anyway.
I doubt Lazaro will hold very well. He he hardly resisted our advances.
Well, let's go ahead and get you to our ship. Come on. And I guess we're going to try dragging him out of here.
All right. Yeah. So you drag him out and up through the hole in the ceiling, and you can take him all the way to your ship, where you can put him in one of the cots or beds.
Didn't want to see what was downstairs, did you?
I mean, you guys can. I'm kind of injured now, so I might be
So am
out
I.
of that.
So does that matter?
I mean, we could, but now we know we have sort of like a time thing happening.
You know how many times I've died?
I might say we should definitely just try taking the spares and go. But unless, Ronnie, there's... your station's scrap right now. It's scrap bait. Is there anything that we need from it right now? We can go get it before we leave.
I don't know what they took. I heard them destroying shit, and speaking of ransacking, I have no clue what's even left.
Then we better just get out of here then. In that case, Nefiru, hey, why don't you go ahead and carry those spares? How many spares were in that room?
All right, there are 5 electrical and 3 mechanical.
All right, and we already had 1 mechanical spare, so we're now at 4 and 5. So that's on the ship inventory now. Okay. So, we clamber back on, a little bit beaten up, and,
So 2 of us are perfectly fine.
yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, you're injured from...
I was injured before I left. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to figure out where we need to go next. We already know several places Lazaro has already been. And I'll confirm with Ronnie, like, these are the 3 locations he's told you about too, right?
Maybe confirm that they have left first.
Well, we're on our ship.
No, I'm saying that you're saying that you know several places Laszlo has gone to before. We don't know that they've taken him away from Sargosa yet. He could still be here.
Well, the more time we spend here, the less time we spend finding his stuff.
Right. You know, it would be really easy to help find his stuff. Him.
And if they have him, we spend time looking for someone who's already been taken.
And if we leave here and he's still here, then we just go nowhere.
I'm pretty sure by the look of all this, they've accomplished their mission.
Which we don't know what that is either.
We know what it is. Ronnie just told us what it was.
I'm saying Lazaro could still be here. How do you know that he's not still here on Sargosa? Maybe they have a base here in Sargosa.
I don't, but we don't need him anyway.
We don't need the guy who knows where all of his stuff is hidden, is what you're saying.
Right. We can get there first. We got his logs here. And we have Ronnie, who's already interrogated him. Anything that he already knew, Ronnie knows now.
I didn't even know where his own shit was.
This is why I was trying to strike up a conversation with Ronnie here to see if he knew. I mean, while I'm talking and while stuff's moving, you can go ahead and continue exploring.
I'm not talking about exploring the base. I'm just saying that Lazaro could still be on Sargosa, and we should get Lazaro.
Oh, he's definitely not on Sargosa.
You don't know that! That's what I keep saying!
So how shall we go looking for him?
Alright, I kill Griffin while he's still alive. He eye swipes me, and when he's looking off the corner of his eye, giving me all of his attitude, I uppercut his head off of his shoulders.
And then you sit on top of your leitmotif.
Well, no, he will, in hell, where my leitmotif is. I'm playing this as Event Horizon. The only alternate reality is hell.
Alright.
So you guys are sitting here discussing. This is perfect. I mean, you guys can keep it in character. You guys are trying to debate. Like, are you going after? Are you trying to hunt after Lazaro himself? He could still be in Sargosa. You do know that the location, 3 of the locations he visited before. What are you gonna do?
Nefiro, I need you to get on the comms.
All right, man the comms.
You are our underworld contact.
All right, so I guess she's gonna start calling people she knows to see if anybody's heard anything about Lazaro or has seen him around. I'm sure she's could make some contacts on Sargosa itself to facilitate the process.
So you're gonna start asking around and start looking for Lazaro, for where he might have been taken in Sargosa.
Yes.
Or even how long ago, or if he's still on Sargosa. All right.
So would that be a mind and questioning task?
Yes, it'd be a mind and questioning task.
All right, and I will add my streetwise.
I guess what you'd really want to ask for is, like, where are the Malmigani around here? Because they just swiped him up.
Hold on. I tried to press my push to talk and I pressed enter. I still have my
Yep, you still have your
side.
streetwise.
There we go, 5 and an 8.
So you've got 2 successes. You have heard. You're looking after Lazaro. You have heard that very recently there was a Malmignati activation of in Sargosa, and several ships were fought over, and 3 ships were captured from relative pirate hosts, as you could say, and yesterday they departed.
All right, are there any records or rumors as to where they've gone?
They were very tight-lipped about where they were going. All they left behind was a number of bodies.
So I guess it does seem as if they've probably left the system then already.
Yeah. Hmm. Well,
So I guess I'll be talking to Ronnie the Blue when that happens.
What would you
And
like to ask him?
I'm just trying to coordinate information. It's like we know of 3 places that Lazaro went to before on his journey, and I think that might be where different keys to this weapon are. What did you get out of him?
We interrogated him for a while, but he seemed to. We tried to get him to warm up to us first to ease it in, but he he was stubborn. He was going to refuse to give us the location of his valuable artifacts, and so we unfortunately had to get a little rough with him. But he told us that he didn't want it to be found all at once, so he hid 3 different keys on 3 different planets to try to lead us. The 3 different keys to activate his vault. He said. Uh, we were just getting to the planets part when those damn spiders attacked. I don't know what information they could have got from him. They've only had him for maybe a day or 2. They kept coming back, dragging me to this station, asking me to reveal information or unlock different consoles. It was not pleasant. The racks have ways of. He shivers. They have ways of making you talk.
Mithril will nod and go, well, I think at least that pieces things together. We didn't know what he did on those planets, but if there's 3 different keys, unless they hit up all of them at once and find all of them, as long as we find one, they don't get it.
That would make sense. It's probably imperative we stop the Malganati from getting them.
Yeah, who knows what they'll do with a planet-destroying weapon.
Yeah, I cannot begin to imagine, but I'd assume somewhere along the line of planet destruction.
It's a reasonable guess. I guess it's a start.
The only hint that he gave was a signature that Lazaro gave us a beacon signature. It's how he was going to retrieve the 3 keys if he ever needed to find them again. So we should be able to find the approximate area.
That's good. We can use that information then. So let's see. So I guess that leaves then we got the beacon information, we got the keys, we know which planets we need to go to, and where Lazaro is maybe doesn't even really matter. So I'll ask you guys. I think we should just head over to the to any of these 3. What do you think?
Name them again.
Um,
I mean, we can't track down the Malmig. It's tracking people through Rondo is impossible. So if they've
Right.
left, that's not even on the table anymore.
Right, exactly. So we just need to go to the locations where these beacons are.
So again, name them.
I don't remember off the top of my head because it's been a bit, but there's the 3 places that are in the log. I think we actually put them in chat at some point. I wonder if that's just still on the log here.
Yeah. There were 3 planets. There was Warcon, Lodaria, and Delix. I'll throw them in the chat again.
Okay.
Setting course for
Myriad,
Warcon.
Deluxe, and beacon IDs for each one.
I mean, Warcon is just a gaming convention, so we should be safe.
It's a planet that it's constantly celebrating gaming conventions.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
the Farflin probably be part of that.
So we can go ahead and start setting course for there. But I'll look at Ronnie and just say, like, you do look like a little beat up. Is there anywhere that you think you can go that you'll be safe?
Well, I thought I was fairly safe with my men around me, but that was clearly not the case. I do have some hideouts that we could go to if we needed to lay low, maybe even recoup and rest.
Well, then, it's not exactly going to be safe on this ship, but I guess for now you're welcome to stick around while we see this through.
I'm invested, but I'm severely injured.
Right. So we'll try to
Pardon
drop
me
you out at one of those as soon as we can then.
I have not been involved in field work in some time.
Hmm. I'm assuming one of his hideouts isn't like already in this sector, right?
He had a hideout in Sargosa.
Right, and it's gone now. So
Yeah.
basically, the next time we need to stop somewhere, we can maybe go ahead and drop him off. Meanwhile, he's just taking up a bed.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, I am also injured, but I do have a doctor.
You do have a doctor. What can your doctor do for you? Because there's several of you
Roll
that are injured.
academics and do long-term healing. And so can Jimin. I don't know if it's like its number of successes or just getting care is all that needs to happen, and you get +1. Do you remember Theta for recovering from injury?
Nope.
I think it is successes because anytime I've read on it, it says that the doctors normally wrote.
I mean, there's also the fact that I am cybernetic body, which means I think I have repairs that I get done, not healing, so...
Yeah. More importantly, you have 3 academics, so I might ask you to make that roll later.
Yeah, because right now I've been plotting the course to work on.
Yeah. You're flying the ship, you're plotting the course, and I'm just gonna lay down in the bed for a while.
Right. I mean, with
Right, so
6 successes, I could find a lost world.
So you have found a course to work on. It was actually a very easy world to find. This is on 187, correct? Or what's the page for the?
Ooh, we got a page.
I was just looking for the. It's not actually on a page there. I was talking about the navigational rules.
Oh, right.
So you've taken off, or you've plotted the jump, but now you have to actually roll to do it, right? Because that was you take some time, you charge your capacitors, and you've performed the navigation. So now you have to jump through the Rondo Bridge. So you need mind and transport dice versus 3.
Again, as a reminder, after we've made this jump, we only have 3 more jumps left before we absolutely are stuck wherever we are. You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
You haven't responded to the last 3 things I've said, so I was... And in fact, Eli actively was acting like he didn't hear me at all.
What? No, I was hearing you.
You said page 187, right? And I said, yep. And then you kept talking about trying to find where it was.
Because it's on 186.
Yeah, but it's on PDF page 187, unless you're telling me you own a physical copy of the book.
No, it's not on PDF. My PDFs are synced up exactly.
Well,
I don't have it on the double page opening. Just got it. I did the problem where I jumped to 187 because that's where I thought it was, and I scrolled down instead of up. I would have found it immediately if I had scrolled up. So mind and transport dice versus 3.
Another mishap. I do love mishaps. No, it took me a minute because I was looking to see if piloting applies, and it does not apparently.
So there are 6 mishaps, and it's better if there's just all random. So that's
do it.
6. A potential energy discharge. The bridge has caused a huge static discharge to the entire ship, which inflicts penetrating damage, flat 0, EMP, warp to characters and ship components. So, Jaimin,
EMP hurts me more.
you are
Although,
injured.
here's the thing: I'm immune to
EMP.
warp, but EMP hurts me, whereas I don't think it hurts anybody else.
Yep, so I think that'll be a 3 damage to you because you're injured. It's 0. EMP is 2, and then you're injured, so that's 3. And then you're a mutant, so that's 4.
Yep. Hold on, just double check the EMP
and
thing.
I guess we'll have to deal with 3. I've probably changed back into an outfit that is not broken, by the way.
You're 4 as well.
I can recover from hurt. It's been like a couple minutes.
You're injured, not hurt.
Right, so I have injured 1, warp 2.
Yeah, that should be 3, right?
Oh, right. I forgot you were adding my mutant in there. I was like, why?
Yeah.
I should be taking as much damage as everybody else does.
And it's penetrating, so you can't use your cover buff as an invulnerability.
Right, so it's another D8 again.
Right,
so but now I'm rolling 4 dice.
You lose your armor, but you gain your invulnerability as a die.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you rolling 4?
Because I'm also taking the damage, right?
No, I'm yeah, but I just meant 4 from what? So we just, again, penetrating, so your armor dice doesn't apply anymore.
I have body, I have will.
You have
said
resolve.
No armor?
Yeah, because it's penetrating.
Yeah,
so the only armor you have is your invulnerability, which gets turned into a...
Right, so the invulnerability comes through and lowers it from 3 to 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm going to tap flight and sync to negate it to 0.
Okay.
So now I have to take a rest, and then I'll get those back.
All right, and I soak none of it. Don't count the aramid.
Okay, so you soak none of it. So you take a 2-point wound, so you're just hurt and panicked.
Yeah. Ironically, if I tap my body, the EMP won't affect me. But I'm just like, is that worth it?
Really, if you tap it, it doesn't affect you?
EMP only affects targets that have at least 1 charged cybernetic gift, and I only have the 1 charged cybernetic gift. If the target doesn't have any cybernetic gifts, there's no damage at all. If all of the target's cybernetic gifts are exhausted, then there's no bonus.
Okay.
But that would break my body, and I'm already a broken man.
I think you did tap it last time, but it's once per session, correct? Or
no, it has to get fixed. Oh yeah, I guess no, it had to have been fixed because I tapped it not to die, and then you brought me back to life, and assumedly that fixed me. So.
But you tapped it when you were fighting the pirates. Did you not?
Right, yeah, and we didn't do anything, and I survived that fight.
Yeah.
Man, it's so weird to survive a fight. So yeah, okay, so I don't take anything from the EMP. So all I take is 1 because I'm already injured, and then 1 because I'm a mutant. So soak down from 2. Which I won't do, by the way, because I've only got 1 soak die. Oh, wait. No, I've got more, because I think. But I don't soak any of them. Yeah.
So you take 2?
1, 2, yeah.
Okay.
So I am hurt, reeling, and afraid.
And you also have a synth, and there's also Dr. Ivan Lisk.
Yeah, I got my synth.
And there's Ronnie as well.
Oh, he's dead. Nice knowing him. Let's take a look. So we got our Ivan Lisk. We got basically nothing. He's just rolling a D6 body here, I believe. Doesn't work out for him. I don't think he tap Elver body for anything. I'm gonna double check and see what it gets him.
So my synth is
Immune
in the
to
same
smother.
boat that I'm in that they took 4 damage. All they had was their body to roll, so they soaked 1, so now they are reeling, hurt, panicked, and injured as well.
Are they
Right.
immune to warp though?
No, that's why I said they took 4 damage.
Okay.
Why? What were you including in to think that was more?
No, I just because they are injured.
Yeah, no, I'm the only person on ship that's immune to warp because I'm a
Yeah.
conductor.
But they're a synth, right? So that would be 2 for warp, 2 for EMP, then 1 for injured already.
Wasn't he already broken and dead?
He got repaired.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought he got repaired.
he's never been repaired.
That's
so
right. He's just laying in parts, which means that he is unconscious. But he can soak from unconscious. It's
yeah,
just
I don't know
damage.
if that interacts with that weirdly or anything like that.
I mean, unless you're saying that he's hurt and injured already, in which case this will kill him. Yeah.
Well, because he is already injured, but I don't know how long does hurt take to go away.
You know what? No, this is right. He is dead. He is dead because you shot him. He was lying in pieces and you shot him, and he went to dead, which made him unconscious. And in the act of going to dead, he would have been hurt and injured, which means the injured effect would still be on him, assuming that we did nothing to fix him, to take the hurt away. So this would be a 5-point hit. He soaks 1. He goes to dying. Well, actually, dying would just keep him unconscious. He's still unconscious. Yeah. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I'm just because hurt won't go away because you need to do a quick fix. Injured doesn't go away, so is it a 6-point then? Because 2 from EMP, 2 from warp, 2 from hurt and injured.
Well, if you're saying because we took no time to get rid of the hurt, then that is a 6-point hit. He goes down to 5, because he soaks 1. 6 and above is overkill. 5 is just dead, and dead is just unconscious. So he's still unconscious.
Yeah. Yep. And it looks like, but the upgrade, it does upgrade him from the first dead, the dying cybernetic body fix to the dead, right?
That's not a thing. He doesn't upgrade.
No, yeah.
He's still just damage effects are just damage effects. You don't upgrade from anything.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, as a cybernetic body, if you're dying, then you need mind and craft and 2 successes.
No, he was dead before. He was the dead effect before, which means he's unconscious.
Oh, he was the dead effect
and now he's just dead again, which is the same thing of you don't double up status effects.
I thought he was the dying effect last time, and then so that would step him up once to dead.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So who did you roll for, Mytholin?
Well, I rolled for Lisk. He's injured now.
Yeah, because he took 4 damage and soaked none of it?
3 damage and soaked none.
Why do you take 3?
Because he's not a mutant.
Yeah, but that should be just...
Yeah, it's 4 damage, though. Oh, right, he's not a... you mean he's not a cyborg?
Yeah, he's not a cyborg. He's just a... He's just a lizard.
Right, so he took 2 damage, not 3 damage.
Oh, then he's just hurt.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused, is that you're saying 3, which is not an even number. It's like, wait...
I completely forgot things.
And
he bumps his head.
Ronnie?
And then Ronnie. So
Ronnie, how long does hurt take to go away?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
If somebody helps him.
Yeah.
He has been helped, so
he's injured.
He will just have. Yeah, he is injured, so he has a total of 3. But he's got no cybernetic parts, so there's no EMP.
If he rolls a 1, he could be dying though.
He does not. He rolls a 2, so he is all right. He just gains hurt again.
Just a fun little thing that happened.
Yeah, just pulsing through the ship. Just you see things explode and crackle.
Look, I could navigate to heaven. Right? I can navigate to heaven, but the jump there will kill you.
It also says, though, that the ship's components will also take damage. So, I need I need Theta to roll for the all your hardware, your hard drive, and I need Griffin to roll for your fancy holographic projectors inside your nice
We should probably
communication
ask, like,
room.
what is the soak for the ship then in these cases?
It would be invulnerability, but this is
Yeah, it'd
penetrating
be.
damage.
Yep.
They're just
So,
objects, so
so we saying what? Vulnerability 4?
Yeah. Invulnerability 4 for the. Uh, this isn't steel because we're going for the electronic equipment. I would say so. I'm going to give it invulnerability 3. Yeah.
So 3d8.
the coffee machine, little bumped up, but not too badly.
3 successes on mine. This is.
Yeah.
I don't think inanimate objects are immune to warp. I'm not sure. I'll double check that one. But they are
No, they
EMP.
aren't, because we've done it to doors.
Okay, so yeah, it's 4 damage. Which means that yours got 2'd, mine got 1'd. So yours is, well, there's no panic effect, so ours are both the same way, hurt. Which means they're still effective.
I'm also going to have Arcloid roll for your sensors.
But
All right, what?
Arcloid is unlucky and everything.
So what is the dice I'm rolling here?
3d8s. And I'm having you roll for your sensors because the only information you've been given is that you need to follow these sensor beacons.
Luckier than I've usually been.
Yeah. So everything has been hurt in your ship as you guys go to rondo jump. You feel a pulse of energy launch out through the ship, and it's one of those things where consoles start crackling with fire and spitting sparks, and everyone's knocked to their feet as the ship jumps through this rondo bridge, and whoop, you're here. You do a quick assessment. You start damage assessment, and you start running through all your systems, and you're reading like basically like orange warning flares across pretty much across the board from all your rolls, except for the computer mainframe, which seems to have been unaffected.
Well, at least we didn't explode.
Yeah, and
Gosh, must have clipped like a planet or something there.
well, we'll arrive in orbit in about a day.
All
Yeah,
right.
you have one success.
Yeah, all I need is
Which
a success. So
Yep, you pop into the system, and you're about a day away from the planet of Warcon.
Hey Theta, would you do me a favor and roll me academics with an assist die of D12?
for what?
For taking care of me at all, because I am injured and so is Lisk.
Why do you need me to roll?
Because you have a lot of dice, which means you have a better chance of getting more successes.
2d12s? Tell me 2 12s? How's that work for you?
Yeah, that's 3 successes, so I'll go ahead and take forward. I'm just gonna say, hey Eli.
Hey, Griffin.
Theta's rolling to take care of me. Can we just apply that to Lisk 2 and keep it simple?
Yeah, that works for me.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't even injured. He's fine. It's just me.
Exactly. It is the simplest thing possible.
Liz comes by complaining. It's like, I still ouchie a few places.
I lost my save on Pokemon Shield.
Put a band-aid on it. All right.
You're sitting in orbit of Warcon. What would you like to do? Or at least you're puttering, your engines are flying you towards Warcon.
Neither of you has craft, right?
I do.
Nope, not me.
How much craft do you have?
I have D6 plus whatever stat is used.
You have how many?
Counting the stat used, the attribute D6.
Including.
Yes.
Never mind then. I need somebody who can reliably get 3 successes.
Well, Liz can offer up an assist die of D12 to that, but that's the best he could do. So you're looking at 3 dice total. What are you thinking of? What do you want them to do?
Well, first of all,
Probably
I need
repair his
my
body.
own body, but also the my assistant. Hell, if you could repair my assistant, they could repair me.
What was it? They needed to get 3 in order to make any progress at all, right?
No, they just need 3 in the course of an hour.
Right, so difficult at best. Okay. Well, we're not mechanics, but your robot is.